Thank you very much, Zach. I'm going to be brief because Zach went on so long. And it will be very brief too, because we've got so many good speakers, and one of them has to catch a plane. And I wouldn't want Emma Bridgewater to not get her plane. But 2 nights ago, I got a phone call. And it's a phone call that tells you something. Is it how far I've become an establishment figure? Or is it that establishment figures want to go down market and be associated with us? I answered the phone, and there's this strange voice on it, and he said, "Are you Robin Page?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I'm Michael Gove." And I said, "This is a wind-up, isn't it?" And he said, "I am Michael Gove." And as we spoke, it was Michael Gove. I'm astonished. He was astonished that I didn't bow down and worship him then. But it is astonishing that he said he hoped today goes extremely well. He said he is coming to see us, and he hopes he will come to Larkrise Farm in January. I think that is brilliant. I don't know if Zach pulled any strings, but did you pull a string? Good. You're the right sort of person we can have. Now clear off. So thank you very much, Zach. Very, very grateful to your support in some very tricky times, and your friendship and your knowledge is so important to me and to the Trust. And I must say, it's not me. There are people we have to remember. This is an afternoon and evening to remember the past, the present, and the future. And I would like to remember with you, he's been mentioned already, Gordon Benningfield. What a wonderful man. And Betty is here somewhere. Are you here, Betty? She is here. Can we give Betty a clap? Yeah. And we'll all have a chance to see her actually walk up the steps here later on, or even trip over the steps, or even fall off the stage. So there will be excitement with Betty. I also want to mention Lawrence van der Post. What a fantastic supporter, because he was instrumental at the start. What a good man. A brilliant writer, brilliant conservationist, and he was saying we have to go with the Countryside Restoration Trust. Sadly, both have gone, as has John Hawker. It's not all famous men who've achieved much. John Hawker was a gas man in Leicester. He was a fantastic bloke who wanted to change the countryside, and he did all he could to change the countryside, and was a trustee for many, many years. David Shepherd was our patron for many years. What a fantastic man, artist, conservationist, very funny man, and we're so honoured today to have his wife, Avril, here in the front. Jill Bartlam, she was a fantastic artist, writer. She did the Bramley Hedge books. She was a trustee for many years. Sadly, Jill passed away in November. We have her daughter Lizzie here somewhere. Can't say, there she is, and her sister Sue. who was a monitor for the trust for many years before she moved to Dorset. But we're going to Dorset as well, and so she'll have to start work again. Jill was a wonderful, talented person. Then we had David Bellamy supporting us. What a great man. David, sadly, is ill, and he will never be on a stage like this again, which is extremely sad, but it's so good that the memory of David in his prime is still with us. Jane Wallace is here. She was a founder trustee. She didn't win badminton. She never got around badminton because the donkey she rode wasn't good enough. But she did win Burghley. And so that was an achievement, and she was a great supporter. And then Ken Gifford, he is still alive, another founder trustee. He sold biscuits. We had anybody as a trustee, as long as they would come to the trustee meetings and entertain us and also get the message across that we want wildlife in the general countryside. We have another one too, Rosie Chambers, one of our stalwart trustees for many years. I can't see her. She's there with her sister Penny. She was absolutely brilliant. And sadly, Richard Mayle, who was another trustee for years, organic farmer, brilliant man. His daughter Ginny is here somewhere. And when you take your where are you, Ginny? There she is. And I have to tell you that you will all get a goodie bag when you go, and that goodie bag will have organic porridge in it, in a bag. I have their porridge every single morning. That's why I'm so pretty. And and they are how we've got here, and you are how we've got here, because you are the CRT. I would like to think too of Graham Girling, another trustee who I would love to have been here. Last year, he got trampled by my red poles. We had an ambulance and the air ambulance, and we were doing a stupid thing. So if I could be incredibly rude, as I always am, about those idiots from DEFRA, my cows have been out living like wild cows all the summer, and they said, bring them in and give them a TB test. In other words, they wanted us to manage a rodeo which got out of hand, and Graham got trampled. I'm glad to say that he's on the mend, but it was a test at the wrong time, and we shouldn't have had to do it. And I did tell Mr. Gove that I had a little issue for him about TB tests, so I'm sure he's looking forward to coming to us. So, that is the past. That is our history. It is such a vital history that has brought us to now, the present, and we're faced with big challenges.